Yesterday, Vermont made history, and now with Vermont out of the way, attention is turning to a host of other states and a movement that's gaining traction across the country.
The number of people who are aware of GMOs in the United States is dramatically higher than it was 3 years ago. And I've never seen anything like I'm seeing right now. The intended future, the ideal future described by Monsanto executives to their consultant years ago was to genetically engineer 100% of all commercial seeds in the world and patent them.
But it seems several countries around the world are saying no to that possibility. In recent months, China has repeatedly refused shipments of U.S. corn, saying officials detected genetic modifications that Beijing hasn't approved. Russia has put a 3-year moratorium on the certification of genetically engineered seeds. And just this week, France, the EU's top grain producer, outright banned the cultivation of genetically modified corn.
It's the annual global protest against genetically modified foods. Over the weekend, thousands gathered around the world to demand for accountability from regulatory bodies and biotech companies, and for their right to know what's in their food.
We have the right to know what we're eating. I want to know what we're eating.
The people looked it up. They came out here and they're here to protest and let them know that they want either GMOs to be labeled or to be banned altogether.
Protesters gathered from Africa to Australia, South Korea to Slovenia, 52 countries in all with 436 participating cities. Right now, the Food and Drug Administration does not require companies to label foods with genetically modified ingredients. Companies argue that GM labeling would deter people from buying products that they have been eating for years. They say there is a lack of concrete evidence proving GM's adverse health effects on humans. Last week, the Senate overwhelmingly rejected a bill that would allow states to require labeling of these foods. Now local legislatures are taking measures into their own hands. 2 counties in Oregon most recently heeded the call this month, voting to ban GM crops altogether, despite a well-funded campaign by agribusiness groups. Anti-Monsanto activists hope other local governments will follow Oregon's example. Until then, protesters say they will continue to gather, to chant, to speak, and to show the government that this issue is not one they're willing to let go of anytime soon.
Hey, hey! Oh, ho! GMO has got to go!